What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy CJ, aka the Gym Slasher, back again with another video. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Show me some love. Give me unconditional love, and I'll give it right back. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. So, this one is unique, right? Gym change. When you're changing gyms. Right now, I am currently in the process of changing gyms. For myself, this is something that I typically do. I'm kind of accustomed to it. It's kind of a thing that I just every so often I get uh, lack of a better words. I just get kind of it gets mundane on where I'm at and people. And although I like routine and I like routine and I like having things, said, and most people do. We're all human. We like our certain things, but every now and then I like to change it up a little bit, just get a different, fresh scenery, if you will, ambiance, energy, just get a different look. And sometimes that works out well, sometimes it don't, but it's kind of a trial and error run type of thing. I think it's important when you are when you start getting into that experience level of gym time, sometimes depending on your situation, of course, and if you're going to the gym before you go to work and where your gym at in proxy to your job or home, if you need to come back, you want to do it within reason. It has to make sense, of course. If you have a access to it, you don't want to make it inconvenient for yourself to get to a gym. Typically either you go to a gym change because it's closer to your home or it's closer to your job, right? You don't want to go where it's neither closer to your gym or excuse me, yeah, closer to your job or your home. But I know people who go out of their way because it just gives them a different, you know, um, feel in terms of that, of leaving from your gym and your home, going to a workout. So that has happened. For myself, like I said, it's usually for me just kind of kind of breaking the monotony. When I feel that I'm kind of stagnant in an area and I don't, not that I'm not getting any results, because I am, and I'm getting my work that I want and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just important for my brain and people like myself to just kind of change some things up, just to spark a different flame, to get kind of that different kind of motivation and different weights and different set. It's important to have that as a change for your mind. It helps kind of get the juices popping a little bit more. That kind of excitement of unknown. Like I don't, I'm not going to know anybody there, you know, in relatives in terms of the front desk. Got to they'll get used to me. I'll get used to them. They'll know my name. I know theirs. The gym etiquette part. Like I'm coming into a new gym that's already routine. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that are there have been there for maybe quite some time. The time that I'm going to go, the people has been there for a minute. So they're used to seeing people there. Now I'm going to be a fresh face that they're not accustomed to. So, you gyms have very interesting, I want to say like a community, if you will. None of them may not talk to each other, but they're kind of like mentally kind of synced in, because when you go to a gym, especially either early in the morning or or late, even no matter where, it's usually the same people in those time frames. No matter what, I've gone to different time frames in a gym and see every time I go, it's that same set of people each time, which makes me go, okay, those are what we call the regulars, right? And I'm the outlier, you know what I'm saying? I'm the outsider coming in, and they'll know it. Even though they may not talk to each other, they'll know, okay, that guy over there, I think he's relatively new. So I come in with the mindset of knowing that, not like I'm gonna be looked at or stared at or frowned upon, but I know people will go, okay, we got a new person here. Let's see where he's at in terms of, is he going to be all over the place? Is he going to, kind of stick to this or that? So usually my mode of how I do things is typically I kind of, just watch and observe, where people are at, what they're doing, how they're doing it. If there's a lot of people doing the same weights that I'm doing, are they doing the same routine that I'm doing? Like, in other words, like, are they doing legs on the same day? Are they doing upper body on the same day? Are they doing this or that? So I have to get acclimated into the group, not the group getting acclimated to me, just out of respect. I have good proper etiquette, and I think it's just best to come in that way in terms of indoctrinating, or not indoctrinating, but coming in, ingratiating yourself into the group, and just knowing that, hey, I'm not here to step on anybody's toes and I can move around. This gym that I'm be changing to is a little bigger, so it'd be interesting to see how that's going to work in terms of the amount of accessibility to weights, and if I am in fact moving or stepping over people, are they going to be packed on the time that I typically go? That's the other aspect of it that I'm looking at, and seeing how that is going to unfold. And usually when I go to a different gym, I also like to go on purpose at their peak time, just to see how many people are there and what the behavior is and what's the etiquette and what's the work, what's the move, what's the energy like, just in case, because there's going to be times where I'm going to have to go, to the peak times, what I'm saying? And I've done it in my gym prior to that, and I know what I'm coming into, I know what I'm getting myself into, and it's a different mindset of going into that when you're going in peak time. So I'm going to be pretty curious to see how peak time looks in this new gym, because I typically do that. And I encourage others not to just bolt out of your gym and go to another gym. I'm just saying in general, sometimes it's good to go to different times just to see how the mood and the energy is. If it's worth you never know. Maybe, like, what, I don't mind going to the, peak hours. It puts a different mode to it. I don't mind it. I just have a couple peeves about it, but I don't mind going when it's the peak times. It's just a different vibe. I know I'm not going to be there, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks out of, it's going to be a couple of days here and there, typically out of my week, so I don't mind it. I know I'm just kind of a visitor, and they probably know, like, all right, we see him, he ain't going to be here, 5 straight days or 6 days. He may come again. The next day. Then after that, we won't see him for another month or 2 or what have you, which is about accurate, right? So, but embrace some change. This is really more so what this one is in terms of gym etiquette, gym thought, is just when you're moving and changing gyms, be excited about it. I'm usually pretty excited about it, just going somewhere else, reestablishing, weights, because there are different weights. There's different dumbbells, and the bar is different. The bench is different. The music is different. The ambiance is different. So getting acclimated to that, and the energy getting acclimated to you as well, it's twofold, and it's reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? That energy is for me to them, and them to me. So with that being said, embrace change, embrace doing something new, change some things up. If you feel like you're kind of being mundane, there's nothing wrong with kind of moving. Maybe it may not be as extreme in terms of moving to a different gym. Maybe just going to work out at a different time. Maybe spark that flame back up again to just really kind of push and stuff, instead of, just the same thing being the same thing and stuff. So with that being said, who are you? What is your mission? Appreciate you guys for watching yet another video. Until next time, it's your boy, the Gym Slasher. I'm out. Peace.